Visit TVGH. Subscribe, like, and share.
This is another time I'm welcoming you to visit Multimedia, where we learn mathematics and make mathematics more meaningful, where we demystify the monstrous mathematics. Yes, I know you've been watching our videos and we started a lesson on numbers. Today is a continuation, so continue to be with us as Mr. Ahmed is here to take us through so that we can continue where we ended the last time. When you get this video, don't forget to subscribe to it, like it, share to your people, and we need your comment. You can call, you can send your comment there, and it will help us a lot.
Once again, to go through with you another lesson based on the strand number, the substrand number, and numeration systems. The content standard still demonstrates understanding and the use of place value for expressing quantities recorded as base 10 numerals, as well as rounding these to given decimal places and significant figures. Still on the indicator, model number quantities more than 1 billion using graph sheet, isometric papers, and multi-base blocks. But in this particular activity, we're seriously going to use token money to model given quantities, which might be taken as some amount of money. Now, before we do, let's go through a starter. Once we heard of place value in this, we're going to give you a starter situated within place value. So I'll ask you to give me a 3-digit number which will just be turned around. But before we even turn it around and subtract the smaller from the larger, I'll give you the answer. So let's keep our toes ready to move.
Okay, so my first number will be 358.
Once the number is 358, we will say that the result of the activity we are going to do will be 495. 495. So what we have to do is to reverse your 358. Going this way, the number will be 853. Because the 853 is larger than the 358, we subtract the 358 from the 853. Please don't be disturbed, don't be confused, and ask why are we doing something based on modeling, and you said place value and you have done this. It's place value because the 8 here, which is 800, is the same 8 here, which is now an 8. The 5 here was 50, luckily enough, it is still 50 here, but the 3 has become 300 here. So it means it's the same digit, but 10 around, we have different values. So change my position and change my value. But then we said we're going to get 495. When we are doing any subtraction, for example, this 3 minus 8, you have a teacher say, it is not possible. Yes, it is. The only thing is that we're going to get some negative number. I say for the sake of clarity and convenience and trying to get a positive number, then we will, and the teacher will say, we'll borrow. We don't borrow anything. Interestingly, our market women who sell, when you go close to them, you are buying anything from them, you give them any note or any money and they don't have a change, what they will say, excuse me, let me go and bring your change. Then you go to a nearby person, so, please, ube to me as a sami. The sisa means what? Change. So we don't borrow. We change. We're going to change 110 to 10 ones to make it what? 13 ones. Subtract 8 from 13 and what do you have? 5. That's our 5 here. We have 4 tens left. So we change 100, like the 100 Ghana cedi, into 10 tens. When we change 100 Ghana cedis into tens, we shall get how many? 10 tens. So 10 of the tens added to the 4 will be 14 tens. Subtract 5 tens from 14 and we have 9. How many hundreds are left there? We have 7. And 7 minus 3 will be 4. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you we're going to get 495, and yeah, we have had it. So that is it. And that is our starter. Now let's try to pick our main lesson, which is the phase 2, and see how we will use different currency notes to model a given amount. I want us to begin with what amount do you suggest? Every small amount of money, about 4-digit number. Any small amount to begin with. After our starter, we have to go slowly. And then we pick up.
2,000.
Let's say 2,500 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
So 2,500 Ghana cedis. If I give you some 200 Ghana cedi notes, let me give you 200 Ghana cedi notes. We are beginning with a 200 Ghana cedi notes. How many such notes can we use to model this? Or how many 200 Ghana cedi notes do we have in 2,500? Then you have to begin thinking about division. Well, I don't want to give the number up straight. So I'll take my 2,000 here. And for 2,000 Ghana cedis, you know I'll have 10 of these. Because 200 times 10 will give me 2,000. So 10 of these will do. 10 2 Ghana cedi notes will do. 200 Ghana cedi notes, I'll have 10 to give me that. If I subtract the 2,000 cedis from 2,500, I'm likely to have 500 Ghana cedis. But then I have 200 Ghana cedi notes in the 500 cedis. So I'll have another 200 Ghana cedi notes. I'll have 2 to give me 400. Meaning that I'll be left with 100 Ghana cedis that cannot be kitted for using this. So in a way, if it were 2,600 Ghana cedis, I would need how many? 13. If it were 2,400 Ghana cedis, I'll need 14. Is that true? Is that true? It was going to be 12, actually. 12. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. So 2 of the 200 Ghana cedi note will give you 400. Added to 10 of the 200 cedi Ghana note, which is 2,000. So we'll need 12 200 cedi notes in our 2,500. Well, when we go beyond that, it will be more than that. This is modeling. You either get so close, you don't go above, or you don't come so far away. So what it means is that just using 200 Ghana cedi notes, we will need 12. What if we said we were looking for 100? Are you okay? We want to have, or we are using 100 Ghana cedi notes, the blues, using 100 Ghana cedi notes. How many of such shall we use to get 2,500 Ghana cedis? Again, we need to break it down, and we get it. The 500 cedis will mean that we need 5 of these. And then the 2,000, how many 2,000, how many of the 100 Ghana cedi notes can we get from 2,000 cedis? 20. So what it means is that for 2,500 Ghana cedi note, or 2,500 Ghana cedis, we shall expect to use how many? 25. 25 of the 100 Ghana cedi notes can be used to get this. Let's think about a combination of 200 Ghana cedi notes and 100 Ghana cedi notes. I said a combination. This is where, if you don't take care, some people will go the easier way to say that my 200 Ghana cedi notes, I had how many? 12. And the 12 gave me 2,400. 2,400 Ghana cedis. And so I will need the 12 and then one note of what? 100 Ghana cedis. That is too simplistic, but it's also acceptable. What if we say that, well, we are not restricting you in this way, that use any means to get that? This is where we have to emphasize that it's problem solving. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we don't expect any teacher to say that this is a wrong approach. We don't expect only one response. You can try to use as many as, let's say, 12 of this. If I use 12 of this, how much will I get? I'm getting 1,200. It's problem solving. So there's no way you have to expect that children will have to give you exact. Anytime they do know, they go hit some wall and then come back. I said we could try with 12 of the 100 Ghana cedi notes. And then when you do that and you subtract the 1,200 Ghana cedis from 2,500 Ghana cedis, you remember that you have 1,300 Ghana cedis. There's no way you can make some number of, you can get some number of 200 Ghana cedis, but not completely fill in there. So I think I'm coming back. I rather want us to use 13 of the 100 Ghana cedi notes to get 1,300. We'll be left with 1,200 Ghana cedis. And we can get this from 6 of the 200 Ghana cedi notes. That will be 1,200 Ghana cedis. And this together will make the said amount, which is 2,500 Ghana cedis. Again, this is not the only way. So let's try to see if we can explore some other means of getting the said amount, which is 2,500 Ghana cedis. So I'll rule a line here. Let's see if we can begin with 10 200 Ghana cedi notes. Of course, this will give us 2,000 Ghana cedis, leaving the 500 Ghana cedis, which tells me that I will need 5 of the 100 Ghana cedi notes. So that makes it 500. Together with the 2,000 cedis, we are getting the 2,500 Ghana cedis. Is this the only means? Perhaps not. I'm still going to try another one. So this is just telling you that when learners are given the opportunity to explore, they're likely to come out with so many different combinations, each of which will make the said amount. No restriction. I'll say we should not restrict our learners. As soon as we get a first set, oh, it's okay, clap for yourself, rather than then we stop. We are actually limiting them in terms of the explorative ideas that is behind the problem-solving task. So let's see, what if I decide that I'll go for 5 of the 200 Ghana cedi notes, and that gives me 1,000 Ghana cedis. And then think about 15 of the 100 Ghana cedi notes. 15. That is definitely going to be 1,500 Ghana cedis. Together, we are getting the same amount. Have we actually exhausted what we can do? I would say no. There are so many ways of doing these combinations. And that makes this a serious problem-solving task. Is that there is no specific way identifiable by any group unless they explore. When a group says, well, we have finished, we have had this, just ask them, go and explore other ways of doing it. Because the more they dig deep into what they are doing, the more they have the critical thinking we want them to get in this activity. So I will suggest that we move from our 2,500, which is so limited. It's a way to get your learners informed that there are so many ways of getting this. The next task could be, say, 25,000 Ghana cedis. Using these two, first you can ask them to use just the 200 cedi notes, then only 100 Ghana cedi notes, now a combination of the two. To make it more exploratory and more, seriously, just include the 50 Ghana cedi notes. As soon as you do that, it is just opening up to so many avenues. I have said that the task itself, with the instruction given here, that they should use tokens. The tokens can be anything. I may decide that this is my 50 cedi note, but they are uniform. Cut them and make them so nice. You can find a way to stamp them or ahead of time, or ask the learners to just write, 50 cedi notes or just 50 Ghana cedis on them. And so it is soon seen that if we pick any one of these as 50 cedis, another one, this can be our 100 Ghana cedi notes, have another one for the 200 cedi notes, and let them see how different combinations can give us any given amount. Let's think about getting closer to the target we're given. We should go beyond 1 billion. So the next task in the classroom can probably be 2,500,000 Ghana cedis. When they explore this, of course, by the time they finish with this, they have had the idea. And knowing that 1 billion goes beyond this, give them some assignment to do that. So the assignment I'm going to give you, ladies and gentlemen, is to find different combinations. Combine 200 cedi notes with 100 Ghana cedi notes, 50 cedi notes, to get 2,500,000,000 Ghana cedis. That is your assignment.
When you get this video, don't forget to subscribe to it, like it, share to your people, and we need your comment. You can call, you can send your comment there, and it will help us a lot.
Visit TVGH. Subscribe, like, and share.